Hey everybody, it's Imran, and it's a week later since my last update, so I thought I would reach out to you guys again and let you know what was going on this week and how it's been. Wanted to let you know that I have gone to the Redondo Cancer Care Center, and I've been working with Dr. Andrew Haradner is his name, and got some got some appointments scheduled and some stuff that was going on. So uh, we found out some stuff. We looked at the scans and found out that the majority of the stuff that's going on is in my chest and then in my neck, as we talked about before. But his main immediate concern, is to make sure that it didn't spread anywhere further. So on Monday, was it Monday? I'm sorry, Tuesday, yesterday, I did a brain scan to see if there was any spreading of the cancer, and they won't let me know until a couple of days. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but they did find a brain to work off of. To answer your question, Mr. Aaron Hodson, they did find a brain. So, and then today was probably the worst because I had a biopsy completed, and as you can see here, I'm wearing a bandage that's on my neck. It's probably one of the most painful things that I've dealt with. So what they did was they put a needle to numb it up, and they stuck in a needle 7 times to pull out tissues to run the diagnosis on the. I don't want to call them tumors. They're enlarged lymph nodes. So that's kind of what it's at. And then so they're gonna go check that out. And then tomorrow I have a day off of all the stuff, so I plan on going to work tomorrow. And then on Friday, I have 2 more scans that are going to be done on my back and my vertebrae to make sure that there's no spreading of the cancer there. So of course it's scary, and I'm extremely claustrophobic, so it's really difficult for me to sit in a tube that's 3 inches from your face for an hour and change. It's very, very hard for me, so I hyperventilate, and the doctor offered me medicine, but I'm going to tough it out and do my thing. So that's kind of where we're at right now. I also have other good news, is that UCLA did accept me as a patient, so not only will I be working with Dr. Haradner, I'll also be going to UCLA to go through the med center there to run both at the same time, because I want the best chance to beat this, and I can't do that without knowing that I'm getting the best medicine available. So worked really hard, and Tamara was constantly ringing the phone to make sure that I got into UCLA, so I did, which is a good thing. So next week, which is Wednesday, a week from today, I meet with Dr. Haradner again to kind of go over what he found on the different appointments that we went over this week, and then kind of the strategy of how we're going to handle this, and how to start and what to do and kind of diagnose it. So that's kind of my update for that. I wanted to also cover a few more things. I know we're almost 4 minutes in, and I hope you can hang through this video. It's funny, many of you have text messaged me and all this fun stuff, and it's been a challenge, and it's interesting because I get some really cool stuff. Like, for example, today Keith Robinson texted me, "Love you, man, just letting you know," and that kind of stuff makes me smile. And then I look at other stuff and just really good stuff, like my buddy BJ Ward, who sends me a text, says, "Are we still going to the Kings and Clippers game at Staples Center on the 1st? Stupid cancer ain't getting in the way of us going and watch this game." I just love that kind of stuff. And then, I'm in a place of positivity, and it's weird because people try to relate with me with what's going on, and I don't think they mean it on purpose. And as many of you know, my mother died of cancer in 1982. I was 5 years old. She died of colon cancer, and of course medicine's changed and things have gotten better. But they'll come up to me and they'll say, "Hey, Imran, I want to support you. I hear you're going through stuff, and I want to support you. And I just want to let you know my uncle went through cancer." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. Is he good now? Is everything better?" No, he died. And I don't mean to make joke of it, and I don't mean to laugh about it, but it's like, wow, could you bring any more negativity to the table? How about telling me stories of positive, of conquering and beating this? Because many people have beaten cancer, and I'm planning on being one of the millions that have. So it's interesting because I don't think they mean to be negative. I just think that they don't know how to or what to say. And guys, you don't have to relate to me to be considerate of what's happening. Stuff like these text messages, and one message that I got, and I haven't responded to because it's just been difficult to try to kind of keep up with everything. It came from a friend of mine named Anthony Averill, who I've played basketball with him since we were little kids, and he sent me this long text message, and I won't share it with you because it has a lot of private stuff about how he feels about everything and things that he went through. But I'll tell you, that in itself was just such a powerful text message. And Anthony, if you're watching this, I want you to know that it really meant a lot to me with the stuff that you said in that text message. And those are the kinds of things that keep me going, and I'm very happy about that. So, in order to relate with me, you don't necessarily have to feel the cancer. I think everybody has gone through something in their life that they've had challenges with, and it doesn't have to be cancer. It could be, really anything, and that you felt the chips were down, and you felt like you were behind, and something or someone lifted you up, and you overcame it, and that's kind of where I'm at. I'm looking around right now because I'm looking at some of the stuff. I kind of laid a few things out here to make sure that I covered it with this message. Many of you, I'm filming from my house in Redondo, and I'm using my iMac, so it's everything's in reverse. As you can tell, everything's reversed on the iMac. It's kind of weird. If somebody knows how to fix that, please tell me. But I want to talk about these, which are the Team Imran cancer shirts, and I've had quite a few people ask me about them. And let me just give you the background story on this. Is that I was just playing around on a website called Custom Ink, and I was just messing around and created this fun little thing, and it's just something silly. I wasn't really even thinking that seriously about it. And somebody very important to me by the name of James DeWiggins was already in Orlando for the National Association of Realtors convention, which I was going to. And James has definitely positively affected my life in a lot of different ways. And in this case, he did something. So let me give you the full story of what happened so you know. James picked up on this and saw it on my page and decided that he was going to order these. So he ordered 50 of them. I knew nothing about it. I didn't know anything about the shirts being made. I didn't know anything. So when I got to Orlando, we had a Young Professionals Network meeting, a YPN meeting, a national meeting, and I was sitting in on it. And Tamara asked me to go with her to her next meeting, which I went to because, that's what you do. And apparently, as we had left that meeting, it was all set up to where everybody was introduced to these shirts and told about them. And James sold the shirts there, and he ordered 50 of them. And apparently all of them sold out. At least that's what I was told, which was pretty incredible to have 50 shirts sell out just to kind of support me. So that was really cool. And after it was all said and done, after James took cost out of it, he provided me the difference of what the amounts were, and it was around a little over $500, which was just incredible. So what I did with the $500 is I took it and I bought the best juicer that I could afford with a 500, and bought a really top line juicer that everything that I've read online and all the studies that I've been doing say use the juicer because that's really the way to go. So that's what I got. So I bought it last night. And I just wanted to say thank you, James, for doing this because, it really means a lot to me that you did this. And true friends really step up. And Cameron Platt was involved in it, and of course all the rest of the team. But I just wanted to say thank you to you guys. And now to answer the question, are there more shirts coming? I don't know. I don't know anything about them. I guess I can order them. I don't know anything about them, but I think it's really cool to see support the way that I have seen, and it's been pretty incredible. So, 10 minutes and 24 seconds later, here I am. I plan on updating you guys a little bit more often and more frequently, and it's kind of weird not posting to Facebook because I know many of you have told me that you've made a close friend of me on Facebook, which means that you're updated every time I say something. So I'm trying to not inundate you with messages. But I will say this, I got to get back to normal. You guys know me as a Facebook guy, and I'm creating these videos to let you know that all this stuff is real. And these are not words on a paper. And when you send me these thoughts and prayers, and I appreciate all of them, I'm still here and still fighting this thing, and I'm not going to stop. So thank you for your support. Thank you for helping me get through this, and I'll update you guys soon. Talk to you then. Bye.